Ooh, I am really interested in this battle from Alonzo right here, bringing the Sableye into triples and saying that, you know, it's my Sableye set, just a little modified for triples. I am very excited to see this battle because one problem I see about Sableye is while it is the best Pokemon in the game, hands down for me, that if you can make it just like you just have to play it enough and then you understand how it works. Once you understand Sableye, you just win battles. But the problem is in doubles, and I haven't really thought about it too much for triples, Sableye just kind of gets stuck. That it's not a super high damage Pokemon, and it really just excels in the 1v1. Like, it can handle Pokemon the one-on-one, but if it's taking double focus damage, it doesn't really do what it needs to do. However, it does have the magic balance ability, which is one of the reasons why it's so freaking amazing. And since people like to no-skill spam the Dark Void, we're going to see if it happens. So, pretty free right here. You double protect, and then you Mega Evolve in Dark Void, and then things are good. But it looks like Chansey isn't going to do that. A little bit of damage off the back end of that Spiky Shield, and Sableye gets a free Will-O-Wisp. And just like that, Kangaskhan's out of this battle. Kangaskhan's done. GG. Darkrai, no skill spam in that Dark Void. I'm like, does he think he can take the 2-for-1, the 1-for-3? Like, what's going on here? Now, Kangaskhan's burned, so it's not going to fall asleep. But that's just Chansey going down, and then Sableye's at risk, or like the opponent was at risk of just losing everyone. So that's going to be the 2-man right there, and Keldeo's going to avoid it. So the opponent actually getting stupid lucky right there, and then it fails against the Kangaskhan. But Darkrai puts itself to sleep, so plays himself a bit. Keldeo had the Hyper Beam, which didn't affect Sableye. I have no idea what happened there. But Kangaskhan going to take that bird. Yeah, Kangaskhan's done. It has nothing to do. Darkrai's Bad Dreams going to actually do a decent amount of percent health to the Chansey, and that is going to be the Kangaskhan withdraw. Avoided the sleep, but now it has nothing. And now in comes the Volcanion. Okay, so Darkrai's asleep. Doesn't get to do much of anything. We can see how Chestnut responds. I mean, Chestnut has the fighting, and so does Keldeo. So Keldeo with that Secret Sword going to hit onto the Sableye, or not Sableye, Chansey. Chansey's actually going to survive it. Chestnut has the Drain Punch. And Darkrai not going down from that. Chansey's going to wake up and get that Skill Swap. And Skill Swap the Darkrai's. Oh my goodness. If that's enough to finish off the Darkrai, I am going to be impressed. Like, that would be so stupid and so clutch. We have to see. Like, Darkrai's low, but is it that low? Because I would have never seen that. The random wake up into the Bad Dreams finish. I think that's the first time this has ever happened in Pokemon, guys. That's pretty ridiculous. Now, I also do want to talk about Sableye, because as I was thinking, okay, maybe in triple battles, Sableye can work because you're either double supporting it or you're double sweeping with it. And it can just also be a mixed support damage because there's too much going on. Like, you might have to ignore the Sableye as the opponent, which means Sableye gets stuff done, and that's going to be the Secret Sword finishing off Chansey. Because the problem in doubles is that if you put a support next to Sableye, it's not really worth supporting since it's still at risk of getting put into a 1v2 if, like, the support's Pokemon get blown up or if Sableye keeps getting focused. It's going to struggle. That Sableye is always in, like, a 1v2, 1.5v2, even with a Sweeper next to it. Because, alright, Sweeper's kind of getting worked down, but now Sableye's leaving him open because Sableye's slow and just wants to play at his own pace. Yeah, Sableye needs to dictate the flow of the battle and slow it down. He needs to halt momentum and then create it for himself. That's impossible in double battles with it. But we can see right here, tanking that damage, got the Calm Minds off. Weavile comes in, so that's some fake out potential. That's just damage, pressuring, and whatnot. And Weavile is going to Ice Punch the Palkia. Solid neutral hit. Keldeo Secret Sword, though, that's not going to be friendly for Weavile. Weavile, though, does have the Focus Sash, anticipated to be a very frail Pokemon, and Volcanion with that Flare Blitz going to hit the Chestnut. Chestnut's damage resilience of it will be enough. So Volcanion, oh my goodness, the recoil is massive. Chestnut does survive, and Palkia with the Spatial Rend. So Spatial Rend getting on that Sableye. Are we going to see recovery plans, something like that? It is, Sableye is tanky. Chestnut does have that Drain Punch, and Drain Punch will not be enough to finish the Volcanion. So full tank Chestnut right here, not putting out damage is what I'm seeing, but still kind of working out. Will-O-Wisp onto the Keldeo, main damage option right there, and it's just going to pretty much make it where now Keldeo isn't as free to just run around and do whatever. Weavile's going to protect. Free turn on that Keldeo, a little bit of extra damage from the Will-O-Wisp. We know that Spiky Shield is also going to keep Chestnut safe, which, if Flare Blitz, could lead into some weird things. Keldeo's Secret Sword gets blocked, and now we get to... Actually, you are playing with fire when it comes to that Spatial Rend. High critical hit ratio means it could get through those Calm Minds on the Palkia. Except Palkia is going for the Surf, so actually, going to hurt himself more off of that Surf, and the double protect means we're all good, but Sableye going to hang in there, and I was expecting protect, but there's a rest. So I'm guessing something fishy is up here, like aromatherapy on the tank Chestnut. Is that even a thing? Does it even get, like, the rest is much different than the recover, and I wouldn't imagine rest being needed because you can't get super status. I'm trying to understand the the impact of that in doubles, or triples, I mean. Because, yeah, the recover seems better, and unless, like, you know, you get the rest, you have a way of getting out of it, full health instead of half, a lot of other focus going down. In comes Arceus with that Judgment, and the Judgment is going to rain down and smite Chestnut out of this battle. I think I got a little too silly right there. So Keldeo with that Secret Sword, I mean, Keldeo's just committing right there. It's gotta be choiced, and it's just sticking like, alright, slam down that damage. We're gonna be good. And there's Palkia with the Earth Power. So Earth Power onto Sableye. Ooh, I was about to say, that's a lot of damage. There's the critical hit right there. But Sableye, it's asleep. And Keldeo's taking a little bit of that burn damage right there. So Kangaskhan on our side of the field is probably going to swing some momentum right here. Kangaskhan, you fake out the Keldeo. Keldeo goes down because double damage into that burn is going to be enough. Charizard into that Judgment is going to be pretty interesting right here. How much damage? Okay, not Mega Charizard because we already have the Mega Sableye. It takes a little over half. Now we're getting into the damage. Kangaskhan, though, actually goes down. No fake out. What? Okay, just giving up that. And then we go to Dragon Claw, Palkia. Palkia will go down from this. So now it's the Arceus we have to deal with. Keldeo's just burning himself down, though. And Sableye, once he wakes up, I guess he's going to turn on. Maybe. Yeah, so getting that Will-O-Wisp on Keldeo seems to be pretty effective. And the opponent's Kangaskhan, which has already been absolutely removed from this battle, right, comes into play. Arceus with the Judgment. We already saw us enough damage on the Charizard. Are we going to get some weird damage rolls? Or, nah, Charizard just goes straight down. And now Sableye is in the 1v3. Here we go. Oh, not choiced, apparently, if he's going to be able to switch into that Hydro Pump. Kangaskhan's Dizzy Punch doesn't affect Sableye. Sableye wakes up and goes into the rest. So what's the game plan now? What's the game plan now? Because, yeah, Sableye wakes up and goes in the rest and didn't really have too much else. Is he holding on to that pocket Sleep Talk? But where's the damage? Because we already saw the Will-O-Wisp into Calm Mind. So Calm Mind, Will-O-Wisp, rest Sleep Talk. Oh my goodness. Fire Blast from Arceus not going to do anything. Sableye is going to avoid that Hydro Pump, which I imagine is really good. And Kangaskhan is absolutely useless right now. So Fake Out, Drain Punch, Dizzy Punch, and Sucker Punch, but I guess if he's not throwing out damages or whatever. So that's why, like I never understood why people think that it's so strong, Mega Kangaskhan, because, like, yeah, there's a lot of ways to stop it, and then Sableye is, like, the hardest counter in the game to have ever existed. So it's pretty much the Calm Minds versus the Hydro Pump on the Keldeo, but Keldeo's going to go down to burn, and then the opponent has nothing, so it's, like, all the burn. So I guess Sableye's going to wake up, we see the Will-O-Wisp on the Arceus, and then Kangaskhan's going to go down, Arceus gets whittled away. And that's actually a pretty silly finish to this battle. Like, I don't see anything else happening because, alright, Sableye could get burned, like, after it wakes up and tries to do something. So Sableye wakes up right here, going to get that Calm Mind, wants to get that extra turn in there, and yeah, the Kangaskhan is absolutely useless in this scenario because it doesn't have anything. Like, it can run the Crunch, it can run the Earthquake, but those are very low usage moves, and they're also not good moves on the Kangaskhan. You need that Sucker Punch priority for the massive damage. You need that Earthquake to get over other Pokemon like Aegislash, but then Sableye is just too beefy with it. So Kangaskhan's got the Drain Punch. Sableye is going to go into that rest. So the turn it does get poisoned by the Sludge Bomb, going to rest out instead. I guess just waiting. Like, Good thing didn't go for the Will-O-Wisp right there, but I would have gone for the Will-O-Wisp instead of the Calm Mind. And I want to see how we finish on the Arceus. Like, what's that last move? Did we, like, I'm 99% sure we haven't seen the last move. It's just Rest, Will-O-Wisp, Calm Mind. So, some kind of damage, maybe? Either way, something's going to land on the Arceus, and then the game's going to end right there. So, Kangaskhan's on its last leg right here. Arceus with the Fire Blast. I mean, Arceus has coverage. It's just not enough damage after those Calm Minds come through. And then there's the Drain Punch. Doesn't affect Sableye. Sableye's asleep. And Big Mama goes down to the burn. How do they both get burned? You know, that poses a really interesting question right here. How does Kangaskhan get burned next to the Little King? So now Arceus, the god of Pokemon versus Sableye, not looking good in this matchup. Sableye's going to wake up. There's the Dark Pulse. So it does have the damage. Okay, so you said a bit of variance right there. And the variance is just running Rest over the Recover. I don't know. I'm trying to find it hard to justify unless you get like aromatherapy or some kind of way of removing that Rest. Ooh, the critical Fire Blast. Still not showing a lot of damage. And Sableye going to 3-hit KO on that Dark Pulse. But yeah, say, for example, I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, if you run the Rest, that's... Well, I mean, counting, yeah, the turn you use Rest and kind of being asleep, yeah, you're not getting as much effectiveness out of the Recover, and then you like recover into damage, recover into recover, because sometimes it's just unnecessary. I think could have done better. Also, I mean, the Kangaskhan, you need to use, oh, you can't Mega on that Kangaskhan because you had Mega Sableye. Either way, like, the Fake Out would be good, unless it wasn't Fake Out Kang and there was something silly going on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Triple Sableye doing some silly things and showing that it can work out against legendaries and just being the ultimate tech against stale players. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you guys get ready for the next Fan Fridays.